So as we had in our first session, in the morning session, we remember that there was our youngest speaker who told us that the importance of dressing, right? That she said that if I don't take myself seriously, then how others will take me seriously. On that note, it's not just about what you say, but how you show up as well. So join me in welcoming the elegant and empowering Miss Aarti Sharma, an internationally certified image consultant and an executive presence expert, as she shares the secrets to owning the room with executive presence with this training session.
A very good afternoon to all of you. So first of all, let me thank Jasmeet for such an interactive session, a very serious topic, and yet I could see that all of you were engaged. You know, for trainers, post-lunch sessions are very tough because we all feel like dozing off. लेकिन मैं सेशन शुरू करने से पहले मेरे दिमाग में ना एक गाना अटक रहा है. हमारे टाइम में एक बहुत हिट पिक्चर थी. हमारे टाइम में उसमें थे सुनील शेट्टी और शिल्पा शेट्टी, और उसका एक डायलॉग बहुत ही हिट हुआ था. कोई बता सकता है कौन सी पिक्चर थी और डायलॉग क्या था? क्या बात है, क्या बात है, बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज. धड़कन. और डायलॉग कौन सुनाएगा उसका? अरे वाह 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 वाह, जरा 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 खड़े होके. क्या बात है. एंड ऑन दैट नोट, मैं सो जाऊं ये हो नहीं सकता, और तुम सो जाओ ये मैं होने नहीं दूंगी. सो एवरीबडी गेट अप. Get up, get up! And I want you all to listen to my instructions. So what we are going to do right now is a quick exercise, ताकि आप सब सो ना जाओ. When I say sit, you all will sit. When I say stand, you all will stand. When I say jump, you all will jump. And when I say clap, you all will. Very simple. So sit, stand, clap, jump. Sit, clap, jump, stand, sit, stand, jump, clap. Very well done. But abhi nahi baithna, because there's a variation. When I say sit, you are going to stand. And when I say jump, you are going to clear. No confusion? So shall we start? Stand. Jump. Sit. Jump. Clap. Clap. Clap, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. And you all can sit, actually sit now. Thank you so much, and I hope अब भी किसी को नींद तो नहीं आ रही? बिल्कुल नहीं. So my name is Aarti Sharma, and before I start today's session, how many of you have seen Suits? How many of you have seen Suits? Okay. Harvey Specter, in famous drama series Suits, said, and I quote, "It's not a problem if you always win." So how many of you want to know the secret of how to always win? Do you all want to know the secret? Yes. Louder, yes. Yes. Then this session is for you. This secret is called executive presence. What is executive presence? Executive presence is the ability to inspire confidence, command respect, and influence outcomes without having to be the loudest in the room. Let me give you an example. You must have seen some people, just by entry to a room, they own the energy of the room. And everyone in the room wants to be associated with them. That is called a magnetic personality. And the good news is that all this is learnable. Nobody is born with that personality. And it's very easy to learn. And I'll make sure that you learn at least the core elements in today's session. Executive presence has the word presence in it. Can you see the word presence? Which means being present. Which means making your presence felt. And how's that possible? That's possible when your presence is able to create a trust among the people you are standing with. And let me ask you one question. You all want that people should trust you? Yes. Yes? Yes. Now tell me one thing. Can anybody share with them formula of trust? Can you share with me the formula of trust?
Be trustworthy.
Be trustworthy. Yes. But I want you to actually decipher it, because today I'm going to share with you the secrets that will make you trustworthy.
Open body language.
That's a good one. Credibility. Be authentic, genuine. Eye contact. Very well said. Making connections. Now I'm going to give you a direct formula. You all want to know a direct formula? Because these are the things we know. We don't know what are these things, but if these things are not there, then we get to know. But how to actually do it, that is the speciality. So trust is built by two factors. First is warmth, and the second is your competence. But important thing is that in the same order. That is the key point. That you showcase warmth and then showcase your competence. Because if you showcase your competence first, people might get intimidated. And that is the reason why most of the office politics take place. Because people are eager to showcase their competence and they haven't connected, as she said, connections. They haven't made connections. So from today onwards, let's be warm first. And what is the formula of being warm? How can you be a warm person? That's it. You all know that. I don't have to teach you that. So on that note, I want all of you to. So right now, roll your shoulders. Sit straight. There's an arch in your back. Roll your shoulders. Take a deep breath and smile. And just see the vibe of the entire room has changed. Hasn't the energy changed? A big round of applause for all of you. Big. So why is executive presence important? Because it helps you build credibility. A strong executive presence builds trust. It helps you inspire others. You all would agree with me that an integral part of leadership is influencing others. Isn't that so? And if you have a compelling executive presence, it is very easy to influence the outcomes. Because when you are at a senior position, every small change in your behavior creates a huge impact. It's a ripple impact. And I think all the senior executives sitting out here would agree with me that every small change in your behavior has a huge psychological impact. So let's see that why executive presence is important, and I'm going to use a few terms today for all of us to have clarity. See, these are things which we all understand, but till today, we haven't actually formally learnt it. See, all of you sitting out here are graduates, minimum. Then every second person is a postgraduate today. Sabne MBA kiya hua hai. And I think every fourth person is a doctorate. Gone are the days when your education would be, your qualification would be enough. Today, everybody is qualified. And I take it for granted that all of you sitting out here are your own domain experts. Now, what is that distinguishing factor that sets you apart from the person sitting next to you?
Presence.
Yes. And that is called your personal brand. So I'm going to use a few terms which are used closely. One is executive presence, which is making your presence felt. Second is personal branding. And the third is image management. Personal branding, as Jeff Bezos says, and I quote, your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. सामने सामने तो सब मीठी मीठी बातें करेंगे, पर पीछे आपके बारे में लोग क्या कहते हैं, that is your brand, personal brand. मैं उसका आपको एक example देती हूँ, an example of a personal brand. We all know Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So when I say Dhoni, what comes to your mind? Cool. Anybody else? When I say Dhoni, what comes to your mind? Captain Cool? When I say Virat Kohli, what comes to your mind? Now you see, high energy, aggression. See, they both have led India to victories. They both are our favorite cricket players. Yet, when I say Dhoni, you say Captain Cool. When I say Virat, you say aggression. And that is the showcase of an authentic personal brand. So let me give you a 1-minute activity. I'm going to ask all of you to think about an adjective that starts with the same letter as your name starts with. An adjective that starts with the first letter of your name. For example, my name is Aarti Sharma, and the catch is that this adjective must resonate with your personality. Got it? For example, my name is Aarti Sharma, and I like to call myself Articulate Aarti. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. With a show of hands, tell me one adjective that starts with the same letter as your name starts with, and it must resonate with your personality. Who is going to start? Okay, the beautiful lady in green.
So my name is Rupinder, and I think resilience personifies me.
So we have resilient Rupinder in the room. A big round of applause for resilient Rupinder. Yes. Yes, sir.
S for spiritual.
So your name is?
Sunil.
So can you tell me what is your name now?
Spiritual Sunil.
A big round of applause for spiritual Sunil. Yes, sir.
I am Anil Girl. I am authentic Anil.
A big round of applause for? A big round of applause. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
My name is Sandeep, and I would say I am sincere. Sincere, sir, sincere.
A big round of applause for sincere Sandeep. Okay, so let me give you one formula. I've given you a formula of trust. How many of you remember that? Warmth, competence, but in the same order. Now let me give you a formula of giving a round of applause. Because I'm seeing since morning, You all are giving a thanda round of applause. Whenever you give a round of applause, clap as you want the world to clap for you. So on that note, a big round of applause for all of you. Who else would like to share their adjective? Anybody else?
Sudhir.
Yes, sir. So,
Energetic Sudhir.
sir, I want an adjective that starts with S. Ye. क्या बात है? Big round of applause for superb Sudhir. Big round of applause. Anybody else or shall we move forward? एक और छोटा सा टिप्स बताती हूँ आपको to build your executive presence. Whenever you are with people and you get an opportunity to introduce yourself, never let it go. Because you never know who's sitting in the audience. So last chance, I'll take only 2 people. Who's going to share with me their adjectives? Yes, sir. Big round of applause for Grand Gurvinder. Yes, lady there. Big round of applause for versatile Vanshika. Anybody else? Yes, Nirja. क्या बात है? Big round of applause for Nayab Nirja.
Youthful Yati.
Big round of applause for Youthful Yati. And thank you so much for conducting an amazing event. So let's move forward. Now you see, why did I ask you to tell me about the adjective? Because to build a brand, you must know your brand story. Since I don't have time to help you share your brand story, at least one word. Unless you know yourself, how will you tell it to the world? So this was the starting point of knowing yourself. And then only we can share it with the world. So on this slide, you can see a matrix. A little bit of theory here. So why am I showing you here? Because I want you all to figure it out for yourself. This is for your own consumption. So on the x-axis is your external projection, and on the y-axis is your internal growth. Now most of the people sitting out here must be having at least 10 to 15 years of experience. All of us have, except for Gargi. So 10 to 15 years of experience, and I think if you put your hand on your heart, you all have become a different person on the span, within the span of these 10 years. So there's been a huge internal growth. Am I right? Yes. Now another question. Is your external projection also in alignment with your internal growth? Ask yourself. When was the last time you upgraded your cell phone? When was the last time you bought a new cell phone?
Yesterday.
Ah! And when was the last time you upgraded your personality?
Today.
Yes, we are going to do it today. So let's suppose, what does it mean? So somebody who has a huge and great external projection. We come across those people who are too flamboyant and they just want to showcase, I'm this and I'm that. And andar se, when you talk to them for 5 minutes, phus pataka. So that is called loud presence. That the external presence is very shiny, but अंदर में गोबर का केक. केक देखा है ना? आजकल केक कितने सुंदर सुंदर बनते हैं. In our time there used to be only one pattern, वो pineapple cake होता था, थोड़ी सी icing होती थी, but today it's all about creativity. And it's all about how you create magic with the icing. And that is your external projection. लेकिन icing कब होगी? जब नीचे में केक होगा. So केक होना तो basic requirement है. Your internal growth is something without which nothing is possible. But can we learn the art of projecting ourselves in a way that there's a complete alignment between your internal growth and your external projection, and that is called executive presence. And that's what I'm going to help you with, because there are 3 core elements of executive presence, which is A, appearance, B, behavior, and C, communication. The A, B and C of executive presence. अभी आज हम लोगों ने एक नई ABC सीखी, A, appearance, B, behavior and C, communication. And in today's times, let's add another D to it, which is your digital presence. Because we cannot ignore that. Even while we all are sleeping at night, somebody is scrolling your LinkedIn or Instagram. So be sure that you give them a good experience. So once anybody, you think about any great leader whom you admire, regardless of their competencies. Now let me tell you one more thing. Executive presence has got nothing to do with your performance. It has got nothing to do with your competency. And it's got everything to do with signaling your preparedness for the project at hand. Why? Because unless you grab attention in the first few seconds, how would somebody trust you with an important project? Let me ask you one question that, how much time do you think it takes to create a first impression? 30 seconds. Anybody else? Okay, 3.5 seconds. Who said? क्या बात है, इतना precise. Anybody else? So actually, in less than 5 seconds, Varun is right. In less than 5 seconds, people judge you over 12 various parameters. Your competence level, your education, your cultural background, your financial status, your sexual orientation and whatnot. And they are not doing it intentionally. All these are subconscious triggers. Why? Because we humans are involuntary doing it. You are noticing others and they are noticing you. So can you afford to let go of these first 5 seconds? Not at all. So question for you, A or B, simple choices. A or B. Let's suppose you have to recruit a new person in your team. All these senior executives here, A or B? A or B? You have an important project, A or B? A or B? I think you all are a little bit biased towards B. Why? Why? Let me ask you. Okay. Very true. See, such a deep point. But even then, we didn't even ask about their education. We didn't even ask about their drinking alcohol. But we made a choice immediately. Didn't we? Why? Because human beings are visual creatures. We listen through our eyes first and then through our ears. Something which appeals to our eyes, we subconsciously get attracted to it. In fact, research shows that judges give less severe punishment to well put together criminals. That is why whenever there's a crime scene going on, like there's a boardroom in the movies, everybody's dressed very modestly. Have you ever noticed that? Because all this has psychological impact. And let me tell you one more thing. Communication is not logical. It is psychological. Because sometimes even we don't know why we fell in love with the person we fell in love with. And we don't even know why certain articles attract our attentions and we want to save to buy it. And sometimes we don't even know why we are judging people without any reason, because all this is happening at a subconscious level. So I'm going to give you one small tip here, and this is a tool which we use in executive presence, and that is called power dressing. How many of you have heard about power dressing? Yes. What is power dressing? You know, every piece of clothing in your wardrobe has some power attached to it. And when you wear it, this power gets transferred to us. Let me ask you one question. Sach batana. When was the last time you went out of your house without wearing clothes? When was the last time you went out of your house without wearing clothes? Never? Or childhood? So we are covered with clothes from head to toe 24/7, and has there been a strategy behind it? Ask yourself, how much money have you invested in your wardrobe? औरतों से तो मैं बिल्कुल ही ना पूछूं. Think about the time. You see, our parents have invested an X amount of money in our education, and till today we are earning because of that investment. और अश्मीत ने अभी कितना कुछ investment पे बताया. Have you ever thought about any strategy how to invest in my wardrobe? Well, start thinking now, because this consumerism is going to make your pocket empty soon if you do not have a strategical approach towards spending. So power dressing is to choose those clothes every day. Choose those clothes which make you feel more powerful, confident and in charge. People like to be associated with those who seem to be in charge of their situations. And I can ask a woman here, how do you feel the day you wear a sari? How do you feel?
Always very elegant and very confident.
Very confident. That is very good. And men, anybody? Okay. How do you feel when you wear a matched suit?
It always giving you positive vibes when you wear it.
See. And how do we feel when we wear shorts and t-shirts at home? Relaxed. So now I'm going to give you a term. You all can Google it. This term is called enclothed cognition. Enclothed cognition, which means your clothes has a huge psychological impact, first on the wearer and then on the viewer. And think about it, we are covered with clothes from head to toe 24/7. So let's be a little mindful of our clothing choices. Even Gargi said कि casual कपड़ों में reels नहीं बनानी है, because it impacts the viewers. And dressing well is a form of good manners. So you all are dressed well today because you had to come to this event. So dressing well is a form of good manners. So after power dressing, let me give you another very good tool. Before the tool, I want all of you to take your right hand out. Take your right hand out and put it on your head. Take your right hand out, put it on your forehead. Take your right hand out, put it on your nose. Take your right hand out, put it on your chin. Is that your chin? Because people don't do what you say, they do what they see. So be very mindful that your behavior should reflect your words, and especially the parents in the room, all the leaders in the room. Whatever you say will go from here, but whatever you do will get imprinted in their minds. So be careful, people are watching you. So I'm going to give you one important tool. Perception matters. One important tool is, ये बताओ कि आप में से कितने लोग ताश खेलते हैं? जो नहीं भी खेलते उन्हें मालूम तो है 4 इक्के क्या होते हैं? क्या होता है? कोई बताएगा? 4 इक्के क्या होते हैं? क्या होता है अगर किसी के पास 4 इक्के आ जाएं? हाँ? Winner. So I have these 4 A's for you. I have these 4 A's and I'm going to give you this. These 4 A's are 4 ikke of dressing, which is, first one is appropriate, authentic, attractive and affordable. So every day when you dress up, regardless of the fact you are going to an event or you are sitting at home, appropriate means dressing appropriately to create a great first impression. Appropriate to the people you are going to meet. Appropriate to the job level that you are at. And here it comes the secret. आज मैं बहुत सारे secrets बता के जा रही हूँ. The secret is that do not dress for the role you have, dress for the role you want to have. So that is appropriate. After appropriate there is authentic. Authentic हमने देखा ना, क्यों विराट कोहली को सब प्यार करते हैं और क्यों धोनी, कैप्टन कूल सबको भाते हैं? Because they are authentic in their expression and there's an alignment in their words and their deeds, actions. And then after authentic there is, and I don't want you to be, say Aarti, I am authentically me. Sometimes people say, I don't care what people say about me. And then I ask them, and if these people are those who have the power to give you a raise, a promotion, or may take you ahead in life, do you think you can still say that? We are nothing without people around us. After that, there is attractive. We all want to look more attractive than who we actually are. Isn't that so? The entire makeup industry, fashion industry works on those principles. The biggest industry in the world is fashion industry. Do you know Apple is a fashion brand? So pay attention to that. The way you present yourself is well put together. Thank you so much. Looking at you should be a pleasant experience. Good color combination, well ironed clothes. I'm giving you basic tips. But these micro tools have an impact at a macro level. Now, I'm not saying all this. I haven't made this up. 4th A is affordable. Why? Because I don't want to put a hole in your pocket. I want you to buy quality over quantity. So I'm not saying all this. This was told by Albert Mehrabian. Anybody knows about Albert Mehrabian here? Albert Mehrabian is a Canadian psychologist who did this extensive research on communication. And what Mehrabian came out was theory of 3 V's: vocal, verbal and visual. And surprisingly, Mehrabian's research showed that 55% of the communication is done through visual communication. 38% of the communication is done through vocal. And only 7% communication is done through Verbal communication. So what comes under visual communication? Tell me. Appearance, dressing, body language, your facial expressions, your hand gestures, all this comes under visual communication. What is vocal communication? Pitch, volume, tone, pitch, volume, rate of speech, pace. इंसान 4 साल का होता है जब बोलना सीखता है, 40 साल तक नहीं सीख पाता कि बात करनी कैसे है. Many a times we say बात तो उसने सही की थी ना, पर उसकी टोन नहीं मुझे पसंद आई. और जब टोन पसंद नहीं आती है तो हम बात नहीं मानते. और आपने भी सुना होगा लोगों को आपके बारे में कहते हुए, टोन संभाल के बात कर. The problem is that in our culture we were always encouraged to work hard, which is definitely the base. But we were never encouraged to learn the art of speaking. And this is what Indra Nooyi said, that I'd been a topper. We all know about Indra Nooyi, PepsiCo CEO. She said, I'd been a topper all my life. And when she went to Yale University to pursue her postgrad, she said that there was only one exam that I failed, and that was on communication. And she said that this is because all our life we thought that we need to speak less and work hard. And if you add 55% visual and 38% vocal, whopping 93% of communication is done without using hefty vocabulary. और पूरी जिंदगी हमने सोचा let's read books to build vocabulary. So moving forward, another important part is body language. How many of you agree that body language is a game changer? We all agree? अगर मैं अभी यहाँ पे ऐसे आऊँ तो अच्छा लगेगा? Or if I come and say, a very good afternoon to all of you, which one feels better? So when you are at a position where every small change in your behavior matters, so it makes all the difference. When you are presenting to the board at high-stake meetings, how much eye contact to make, with whom to lock the eyes, where to keep the hand, this, here, everything matters. So since Sherry is telling me that time come hai, so let me tell you that we all can learn it. We all can learn it through the art of executive presence. And this, if I would say that I've been a speaker and an orator for over 2 decades now, and I help people build their strong personal brand. And let me show you the last slide, and I would like you all to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have a authentic and organic community of almost 80,000 followers on LinkedIn, and I put some excellent content on executive presence. So we provide 2 types of trainings. One is one-to-one coaching for senior leaders, and the other is group trainings for mid-management to C-suite, all on executive presence. If you want to know more about it, then do come to me. And in the last, I would like to wrap up by saying, dress how you want to be addressed. Thank you so much.